What's up, guys? Welcome back to Past the Pop Culture. And then today's episode, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. Some things that we didn't get to talk about last week because when we recorded the episode, they literally just came out right after. But we're talking about Multiversus, Gotham Knights, and then The Boys Season 3 trailer actually just dropped not too long ago. We're recording this on Monday. So, we're going to kind of give our first impressions for a lot of stuff, kind of our thoughts, general. I don't know, kind of just talking about the dialogue going around all this because it seems to be, I don't know, everything's kind of up in the air, especially with Gotham Knights. But my name is Ricky, and I'm here with my co-host, Mrphen.
Yo.
And yeah, let's get into episode 18. So, actually, first of all, I just want to talk about, just kind of give you guys a little announcement, a little heads up. In case you guys are interested, I always like throwing these out there just in case like someone, it matters to someone. But anyways, Free Guys is actually going to go free to play. So if you're interested in that, free. Why did I say Free Guys? Fall Guys. I was thinking of another thing. Fall Guys, is free to play. So I think I just put free in front of it. But,
Same thing.
Fall Guys. Fall Guys is going free to play. So that's going to be Tuesday, June 21st is when it's going to be switching over, though, to the Epic Store. So you cannot buy it on Steam anymore. You will be allowed to still play it, but the updates will be coming through the Epic Store. In the article, I didn't really understand it too much, but basically Epic Store acquired them. Or I'm assuming, or acquired the rights to the game, or I'm not sure of the company. But anyways, it's going to the Epic Store, so it's not going to be on Steam anymore. And so yeah, I mean they've been pushing out a lot of free-to-play games lately. Epic Store's been pumping out, or not even just free-to-play, but just you can download a lot of games for free, like free titles. I'm always down for free games. I always try to make sure, like every now and then, like to check back and see what I get. They do kind of like recycle a lot of games that were going up for free and stuff. And it has caused controversy in the past because sometimes developers like, wait, why are you giving my game out for free? I didn't agree to this. Yeah.
So if it's on Steam, because we bought on Steam, right? Or at least I did.
I didn't buy it on Steam. I think I had it on like PlayStation 4 or whatever it was.
So what happens to that?
It stays there. It stays on there. You'll still be able to use it, but they're gonna basically kind of like transfer your information over to the Epic Store, which I don't really know how that's gonna work. It always feels like it's kind of messy when something like that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would, if you have been playing it or you did pay for DLC and stuff, they were gonna give some like free DLC out or something like that, but I would try to check out the article. It's for a PC gamer if you want to go check it out. Fall Guys free to play, to kind of understand how that may affect you if you do play that. I don't really know that many people that play it actually right now, but it's still fairly popular from what it seems like. That game came out 2020, dude. Like it's been that long, dude. So yeah, I mean it's still going strong to a certain degree, but yeah, if that kind of affects you, I just want to let you know, give you a little heads up there. All right, but yeah, to kind of get into, actually, you know what? Before I do that, we should try to download Fall Guys, and I think it'd be interesting to do a stream or two like that. But all right, into the real news. Okay, so Multiversus, yeah, the real meat and potatoes. The Multiversus, right? The Warner Brothers kind of like Smash Bros. Game, I guess, the platform fighter. Yeah. So they dropped a trailer. You can go check it out on YouTube. So they have a lot of interesting stuff kind of going on here, I feel like, because they have a closed alpha that you can sign up for, and that's going to be May 19th. We're recording this on the 16th, so by the time you get out to this,
you have one more day.
Like you have one more day to just hopefully try to get in. So, but they do have an open beta, which is going to be in July. So that's going to be what it seems like. It's just open to everybody. And I'm kind of interested in trying it out. We did kind of get burned with Nickelodeon All-Stars. I really enjoyed that, but there's just some problems. It just was undercooked. they needed to wait, I think, with Nickelodeon All-Stars.
Yep.
So I'm a little hesitant, but from what I saw, I did like the trailer. It kind of does, unfortunately, kind of have like that Fortnite kind of look to it.
See, told
like
you, time for Fortnite.
Like art style. So, but I think for the most part, looked pretty cool. Like seeing the Iron Giant in the trailer and all that stuff. I was like, oh man, like it goes together. I can see it. I'm still kind of lukewarm on the DC characters being added into that. I prefer if they just kept it cartoon characters, but they know that adding like Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman is an easy game seller, so like they had to include them. But I would have preferred that they did like the cartoon versions of them more, like Justice League Unlimited,
like a weird version that they have.
Yeah, like they gave Batman where he was like the 90s cartoon, or
DLC,
Batman Beyond DLC. Or something. Yeah, I know, but they could have. It would have been cool if they went for like the cartoon versions of them, right? Like that they have those. So I'm like, I wish they would have done something like that. But I did watch some gameplay of it though. They had Void and I can't remember the other guy's name. But they had two professional gamers. They I don't know, like they do platform for, Smash and stuff like that. I know Void does. I don't know too much of the other guy, but Void's done like Smash tournaments and stuff. So there seems to be kind of like a little, I guess in the gameplay, I should say, it does seem kind of a little rigid. Like you really have to commit to your moves, and I felt like a lot of the time, like they were just kind of whiffing each other. And I recommend, like, you can easily look it up. Like just go Multiversus gameplay. Put it in YouTube. You can easily see what I'm kind of talking about. But you do kind of feel like that you're charging up or doing certain attacks, and then it's just you just whiff through them. Like the hitboxes are pretty tight, it seems like, to be in this, which is fine. But it seems like the commitment to the fights, you're kind of just like, and it's very floaty. Like you're kind of just like floating around.
Yep.
Like they were like off stage for like forever doing all this stuff, and I was like, so it's a very different platform fighter. They definitely tackled it differently than how Smash has. But go ahead, Fen.
Have you played Brawlhalla?
I have not played Brawlhalla.
Because this one reminds me a lot like Brawlhalla, like how floaty everything is, especially like Superman. But Superman kind of reminds me of like his Injustice character, because he was shooting like lasers in the sky, and he has a stupid iframe thing.
Yeah, they definitely
like,
took
there's
that
the meta.
From that. We have a certain cousin that spams the move, so we ain't gonna allow him to play.
Look, okay, I'm gonna talk about the trailer. It's probably because I'm old, but that trailer was a little cringy for me, especially when Shaggy was charging up. I was like, please stop. It's like, I don't need this. I didn't ask for
Ultra
this.
Instinct
Yeah,
Shaggy.
I was like, why? But like, and he doesn't even look cool when he's fighting. It's like they should have like made his aura like still there or something, but no, he just looks normal when he's throwing like a sandwich.
You didn't see the buff Shaggy, like when he was with the shirt, without the shirt. He kind of did that, but I kind of see what you're saying. But also too, if they do have like an Ultra Instinct Shaggy, like in terms of like how he looks with like the energy and super buff, I think they're probably gonna that's probably gonna be like a super move or something, like,
you think so,
or skin or something that's just they're not gonna show that off yet too much. But I don't know. I understand where you're getting. Like, yeah, I guess it's a little cringe or whatever. But
I think that's what they're going for, though.
It's supposed to be goofy.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. How do I word it? Like, because definitely with the way that the angle they've came to it, it's like they know, like, okay, this is kind of stupid, right? Ultra Instinct Shaggy. I mean, you just straight up have like the knockout sound for Tom, which is basically, it could be interpreted as a little cringe, and I think it's because, of course, they kind of like injected the memes in there, and those memes are kind of old now. Of course, like the game's been in development for a long time. Definitely does need some polish. I thought the trailer was okay. I think it was cool to see all the cartoon characters and all that, but I'm just surprised they got a lot of the original voice actors, or what seems like to be a lot of the original voice actors, and that they were saying that they actually took the original scores from a lot of the cartoons and they just remixed them for the game. So it seems like they care about it, at least to a certain degree, that like they want this game to be pretty cool. I don't know. Warner Brothers games tends to be hit or miss, as we'll be talking about one of them later on. But
that's true. I didn't make that connection.
So it's well, because you do have First Gaming, whatever their studio is called, or
First,
and then
something.
Yeah, and so they do have them doing it, but it's kind of under. It seems like to be under the whole Warner Brothers games thing. But point being is that so of course the Ultra Instinct Shaggy, kind of like the Tom and Jerry memes, like. I like
the Tom and Jerry.
Old on that.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry is good.
I would play it just because of that.
I was not expecting him to die and just to scream like that.
Yeah, yeah. I was like that one hit me in the feels. Like I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, and so I enjoyed it. It does seem to be like, okay, yeah, with the fights you're gonna have to be really committed to a lot of your attacks and stuff, which I don't know. We'll have to see. It is a very different type because, of course, they didn't want to be Smash, and something they have stated is like, well, we want to be different. We don't want to be seen as like just, generic. Oh, we're bringing these characters over to cash in. So we'll end up seeing. It definitely does need more time in the oven. There's a lot of things that I do like, especially when you go into Out of Bounds or in the blast zones and stuff. That's that cool, you do see references to the cartoons and how they die, when they get in the blast zone, and you see the mushroom bombs, or different, you had like a Steven Universe reference, or you had he had the Sam, I can't remember his name.
Who?
Yosemite Sam, when he with the guns.
Oh yeah,
when he went into the blast zone. So I think that's who it is. Yeah, like the red beard. And
yeah. What do you think of the UI, the user interface?
Okay, so in terms of UI, I don't like it that the health is just like right under them, but I do like it in the fact that it's like you don't really have to like shift your eyes to quickly see how much damage you have. But I feel like that's such like not really like so much of an improvement that like I had it happen. Some people were saying that hopefully they change it so that you can take that off of it and then keep the UI where the damage is at the bottom. And I agree with that, because I think it's just kind of like, Smash kind of like set up kind of like these like rules, I guess, like okay,
the template you should
like
follow.
A template. Yeah, that's and I think that's basically what it is that people are like, they want to kind of fit it into the Smash box.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be a tough thing for this game to have to overcome. It seems like it's getting pretty positive reception, though. I don't know about you, Fen, but it does seem to be like
people are going to try it, I would say. For sure.
Say that. So, yeah, like I'm definitely not disappointed. I'm damn hesitant still, but we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to see. But
it's gonna be fun for like a week, and then maybe I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be better than Nickelodeon, I think.
Yeah, it is, especially because you have like the voice dialogue, and they actually kind of like Superman was like, "Oh, I don't want to fight you, Diane," and so it seems to be like there's gonna be kind of like some communication. I do think it's interesting, like with Wonder Woman, like she buffs, right? And it seems to be that the game's pretty team oriented. So that is going to be a bit different, but we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see, because I don't want to say it's too early to call it. I think it's going to be good, but I just don't know if it's going to beat Smash. Like, people are going to play it. Like, I don't know if a scene is going to develop, because a lot of support was behind Nickelodeon to kind of like build up a scene. But it just came out undercooked. It just, nobody really wanted to support it. And it was just, like no one's really playing it that much anymore. I mean, there's people still playing. You get a couple hundred players, but
it's not like really in tournaments, is it?
No.
Like, I would say it's popular enough to be in a tournament, but Nickelodeon's not. Maybe this one, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Well, the thing is, even like, look how far like Smash Bros had to really fight just to gain some legitimacy, right?
That's true.
And I think it's like, just because Nintendo didn't really try to fight for its spot, but the fan base around it did. And that's the thing. It's like, it has to be kind of like grassroots. Like, people have to gravitate towards this and push it, up the hill. And I don't know. It's like, because even like with Nick, the developers themselves really wanted to try to build that scene, but it just didn't develop. Maybe it was too forced. Maybe it just wasn't enough people. But
I mean, if Hungrybox couldn't make that game popular, I don't think anybody can.
Because Hungrybox shilled that thing.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I mean, he was setting up tournaments and doing things like that. It just, there was a lot of problems still, and I think just the thing, while Smash Bros has a lot of problems,
it's a complete
it had
game.
enough quality. Yeah, it's a completed game for the most part, and it has like enough there, right? Like, and I think that's why it's like they just kept kind of coming out half baked, and that's the thing. Is like, half baked games keep dying, right? Halo died, right? And then you have Nickelodeon. I mean, what, Anthem? I mean, I can start naming like every single game from like the last 5 years, Anthem. Right? Cyberpunk. Yeah, like they all died, and they have small communities still, but it's just the fan base, the support around is just not there, because you can't be putting out half-baked games, right? Battlefield, right? Yeah. People have been playing this game for generations, right? And just they put out a half-baked game, and just you can't play it. It's just, you can't build a fan base around a game that's just not playable or has longevity, a good gameplay loop. And just, I think Nick kind of dropped the ball, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I think it really could have been the Smash killer, because they were kind of going for that like melee kind of style of Smash, but it just didn't latch on. They are adding DLC. I think you're getting Jenny, and then
Jimmy Neutron's dad.
Jimmy Neutron's dad, whatever his name is, Hugo, whatever, blah blah blah.
Jimmy Neutron's dad.
But yeah, we're getting him, but it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, I really wish the meta would have developed and stuff like that, but
I think multiverses, whatever, it might last a little longer, because all those IPs they have. Like, I think there's more people that like them.
Potential. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think that's probably why it's going to stay around, because everybody likes Superman. Everybody likes Batman.
Yeah, but they just have to be careful in how they support it. But I think that kind of wraps up our thoughts on Multiverses.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll try to get in the closed alpha. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll definitely try.
Yeah, I think getting in for the closed alpha or an open beta at least, just to try it out, because I'm actually very interested that they're doing an open beta, because I feel like that's a little uncharacteristic. So
did Nickelodeon have an open beta? I don't think it did, right?
I don't remember them having an open beta. I just remember them being like, hey, this game's coming out, and then we kind of got it, and then it was like, oh, cool. Maybe they did an open beta, and I'm just wrong there, but I don't know. Yeah, let us know in the comments if they did have an open beta. But yeah, so we have Gotham Knights, right?
Oh, man.
That game has problems, right? Yikes. Oh, man. There's a lot of things wrong.
Yikes. Okay, I'll start this, Ricky.
I don't know where to start. Yeah. We gotta go step by step. First of all,
is this the same universe as like Arkham Knight?
No. Okay,
so that's different.
That's one of the main things that bothered me, is that they are playing off of the canon that happened in Arkham Knight at the end when Batman dies, right?
Right.
They're playing off the canon of that, where Batman dies in this universe. It's a little bit different, but they're doing their own thing. Except they have the exact same style as Arkham Knight. They're following basically a very similar canon, right? To how those games ended. Right, and it's just, they haven't really like hammered it home. Like, this isn't Arkham, but if you look at it, it's like, this is Arkham. This is an Arkham game. Like, I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like, the art style, everything, like Like if someone would have told me like, hey, this is gonna be DLC in Arkham Knight or something like that.
Yep.
I mean, okay. I would have been like, oh, okay, cool. You get to play as them, right? And like, it's like their side story or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like I would have believed that, right? Like there's nothing to differentiate this from the regular Arkham Knight. Actually, I'm wrong about that because they have like that looter shooter aspect, and I don't like that. Where it's just like you
I
go,
don't understand
grab
that at
loot.
all.
There's no need. Costumes, alternative costumes, I like
Sick,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Like do quests or whatever. Like you figure out Riddler's challenges or whatever. You do that, and then you get a costume, and like that's fine.
You unlock it.
But the whole idea of like elemental and like damage and like ice and
like why does
I
that
don't
matter?
like it.
Right? I don't.
It's just it's fluff because the actual core fighting system is not that good. It's not that entertaining. Like just right off the bat, right? Of course, people were like making fun of like Nightwing's glider. They're
Yeah,
like,
Fortnite. As soon as I saw that, literally, I was like, "Hey, is this Fortnite?"
I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like my eyes were rolled, and I was just like, "Oh
wrong.
my goodness!"
I'm sorry, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. It does, but and then you had because they showed off was a Batgirl like a year ago, and it looked fine. It looked good.
Why they're not showing her anymore? So maybe they went backwards.
I don't know. I don't know what changed from then to now because the game looked totally different. Graphics, like maybe I just remembered it differently, but like it just felt different. Maybe they just had to rebuild the whole thing, but maybe they did because they dropped last gen consoles.
Which
now.
I don't understand.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I know that. But
so it's like
it still looks like
it
can handle. Old consoles
that's
can handle
PS4
this
graphics.
game.
They have
literally,
yeah, they have PS4 graphics. So this game's probably an unoptimized mess. The thing is, like,
even
okay,
render.
so
I don't know if you caught that.
What?
The like in one of the scenes, the very like the building behind him or whatever, it was still like how when like stuff's still rendering and it's like that blurry.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it looked like.
Dude. Okay, maybe I didn't catch that because I was kind of like doing some other stuff while watching it, so
by the way.
I probably didn't see that. But man, like everyone is just taking a dump on this game, right? It's just no one's happy. Everyone's like the combat's terrible. Like you need to just.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Like you're sliding, right? You're just like literally across the entire rooftop
It's
and
a slippery floor.
You're just sliding. It's just literally like
boom.
Red Hood is just
I hate Red Hood so much. Like how he walks,
like that's literally his animation.
He has bad posture. He's walking like a stupid troll, and then like he just shoots. Like what?
I don't like his maneuvering ability. I guess
stiff.
like it's not that good, and a lot of people are complaining like, oh well, he should be more hand-to-hand combat, not just gun.
Exactly.
And which is. I see the point that they're trying to differentiate all the characters and so that all the fighting styles are not the same, but they basically come out to the same anyways, just because the style of combat that they've decided to go with, right? And the thing is, it's it's Rocksteady, right, that did the Arkham series, if I remember correctly. I don't know, man. Like they should have just they should have called them up and been like, "Yo, can we borrow that code Rocksteady on how you did like the combat because." What they made a bootleg version of the combat. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still impressive. Like from a programmer's perspective, it's still impressive. Like someone pulled it off, right? Like getting someone to do it's still incredibly difficult. But they just need to flesh it out and like fix it or something because there's just something like it's just the sliding around is not very good. I think like the range from when you can just jump to person,
that's way too far.
Much.
Yeah. I don't remember it being that bad in Arkham Knight.
you need to cut it in half. And I think too, like just the game just didn't have life in it, right?
It felt like a mobile game.
It didn't have life. The city felt bland, right? Like, and I don't know. It's like this. They are trying to bank off of what the Arkham series has done, while also being like, no, but we're not that.
Yeah,
but we're still gonna try to like we're trying to get you to buy it because it reminds you of Arkham Knight, but we're not Arkham or we're not the Arkham series, but we're going to remind you of it being the Arkham series, by clearly taking a lot of inspiration from that. And like, I like some of the ideas, right? Court of Owls and multiplayer, right? Like you can it's supposed to be multiplayer. Like how sick is that, dude? Right? Like
I think that's why it sucks though. Multiplayer, 100%.
Maybe you're right. I think maybe it was too much for
think
them
about
to like.
it. So like Red Hood is ranged, so now they're gonna try to have like that different quote unquote class system, which doesn't matter in the Arkham game. And then like all the RPG elements is like that's literally only for multiplayer. So you can have one ice guy, one fire guy, whatever. It's like it's literally made the game completely different. It's like I think if they want to do multiplayer, just have their own.
It's the next Avengers game. It's the next Avengers game. That's what everyone's saying. Everyone's already calling it. This is just Avengers 2.0. It's not good, fam. This isn't good.
Oh my god.
Like, oof.
Stop trying to be Marvel.
Just yikes.
I don't know. This game,
goodness,
it was bad. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna play it.
Like, I don't know how you. I don't know. I mean, I want to get the devs' perspectives. Like, did they know it was that bad? Like, you know what I mean? Because like, if they didn't know, then I'd have been like, all right, I'd be less harsh on them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'd be more harsh on them. But if they knew and they're like, this sucks, this is bad, we need to fix this, and all the devs were like, what are you doing? The game's not ready. And then you have the people going, oh yeah, well, we need to show the gameplay because the game's releasing soon, so we need to start showing it. Back. And well, they did push it back. This thing needs to be pushed back again. I'm sorry, but like
2025.
if the devs know that it was bad, that they shouldn't be showing it off or releasing it because it's too unpolished, then I would be less harsh. But if they just didn't know, right? They're like, well, I think it's good. Then I would have been a little more disappointed. So sorry, I did mix that up in what I meant to say. But yeah, the whole point of like this demo was to drive hype, but they just boom, like everyone
they killed it.
Just left the game. Like this demo, I don't know how they can bring it back. Because the last time they showed it with Batgirl, it looked good, it looked decent. I did have my reservations. I remember they showed it off, and I said I don't think this is going to be a good game. But there was some hype there. There was I'm kind of interested because the Court of Owls, like multiplayer, like this is kind of interesting, right? Like a multiplayer Arkham game, that does kind of seem a little cool, right? And yeah, this one just kind of put put it in the grave, man. Like
especially
that's literally what it is.
When they said, "Oh yeah, we're dropping last gen because we want this game to look great," old
like
gens
Arkham
can't
City.
handle this, and it's like, "Oh, so
PS3.
You're making a 2005 game? Okay." And it's like that's a bad choice now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm fine with them dropping last gen if they're just like, you know what, it's too hard. Okay, we've had to make the tough decision. It's just we're not going to get this game out in time if we're trying to do backwards compatibility. It's a tough decision we've had to make, or something like that. But instead, they're just trying to spin it like, oh no, like we're going to make it look better now. Like, no, dude, like just be honest. Like, just say no. We don't have the resources. Yeah, exactly. It's going to take too much time. I'd rather have them be honest. Like,
well, yeah, because now look, see, for me, I was expecting something to look really, really good, like God of War or something, but we got mobile graphics.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't know. I don't really harp too much on like graphics and stuff, but definitely the game just didn't look very fluid. The gameplay just looked kind of rough. The animations were kind of rough, if I'm being honest.
Especially Red Hood.
Yeah. And that's a lot of hard work just to get to the point where they've gotten. And I don't know what's going behind the scenes. If the devs know that it looks bad and you just have management going, screw you guys, we're going to put the game out, we're going to start showing it off. I don't know. But yeah, definitely no. This is a hard no, I think, for most people. They dropped last gen, so they're already lost like a huge part of the market. Yep. People are getting Avengers, flashbacks, and
I'll just play Avengers. Looks better.
PTSD, PTSD from that, dude. Avengers or Gotham Knights, man. Like that's gonna be a tough one.
What would you pick? Like based on what you've seen.
At least Anthem pretended to look nice. You know what I mean?
No, Anthem looked nice, and that's it. Nothing else was good, and I'm sad that I bought that game.
And I told you not to. I remember, but you know what? You got me back because I bought Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed to
That's true.
believe, man. I needed to believe Cyberpunk was real, dude. I really did. I wanted it to be real so bad
It
that
is
I was just
now.
like, yeah, bro. But I don't know, man.
Games
It's just,
suck. I don't know, man. The only game I'm like literally excited for is Saints Row, and that's pretty much it. Well, God of War, but
I don't know, man.
game
But yeah,
is doomed.
Gotham Knights is
F minus.
yeah.
Hard no.
So,
If it's like $30, maybe
I'm
I'll think about it.
I'm gonna say, oof, like, wait for reviews, then decide. I have a good guess that it's gonna be
A 5.
a lot of fives. People are gonna be fairly lukewarm to it, right? You're gonna give it to all the reviewers. People are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it's a good game," and blah blah blah. And then when the actual like consumer base gets it, everyone's just gonna tear it apart.
Yeah,
I think that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna go on this big campaign and go, "Hey, reviewer, just give it like a 7 out of 10, or a good review," and blah blah blah. And then people are gonna get it, and then they're gonna get grilled for it. They're gonna be like, "You lied to us," and then the whole cycle is gonna happen again because you have, what's it called? The Suicide Squad one. That one, from what I understand, is supposed to actually take place in the Arkham universe, which it's
that's
what?
weird.
It should have been the other way around. But that's from what I understand. That's supposed to take place technically in the Arkhamverse. So I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I don't really care. Both these games are both of them are dead to me, pretty much.
Yep.
I'm not really. I want to keep my good memories of playing Arkham City, and even Arkham Knight, if we're being honest, was kind of controversial. Like, a lot of people were like, I don't know if I like the game. I personally enjoyed it.
I liked it.
But I liked pretty much the Arkham games. I want to leave it like that. Okay, yeah. I don't want to taint the memories.
Guarantee if we play this, we're like, man, there goes the series. I hate Batman.
Yeah,
100%.
Let's talk about The Boys though before I get too disappointed and start crying. But The Boys season 3 trailer dropped today, like I said, a couple hours ago. So hopefully you guys have seen it by the time you listen to this. But I'm kind of hypey. I like The Boys. I didn't join the hype train like right away when like season 1 came out. I came along around season 2, which I'm kind of glad because I got to just binge watch all that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you haven't seen it, I would definitely wait for season 3 to come out so that you can either watch along with it or wait for season 3 to get fully dropped and then start watching it. So that's what I'd recommend, because you get all that time to just like, you get to watch 3 seasons and binge it if you really enjoy it. And if you didn't like it, well, I don't know what to tell you, man.
What are you doing with yourself? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
look, it's just real life Invincible, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I'm pretty hyped. I just wanted to say that, it's supposed to be coming in June, July?
June 10th?
Yeah, I forgot to write that down when I was, I don't know, but I'm pretty hypey.
It's going to be interesting based on like what happened last season.
Definitely going to be some controversy there because, of course, like, actually, this is going to be a bit of spoilers as well. So if you don't want to hear spoiler talk, I'd recommend to kind of tune out now. But there we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hopefully, everyone kind of left. All right. In any case, because at the end, of course, you defeat the big baddie, right? And Homelander kind of goes crazy, right, on that rooftop, and then cranking one out like he's Soulja Boy. But
oh my god, I forgot about that.
Man, it seems like he snapped in this trailer. You know what I mean? Like it seems like we're gonna get an unhinged Homelander. I don't know if I like I can't remember his name. I haven't seen so long, but he's getting the superpowers. Now they're pretty much the little vials. You become a soup.
Oh yeah, I don't like that.
I don't know. I feel like this season is probably going to be the most divisive. I'm going to call it here. I think it's going to be divisive on whether or not people like the direction this is going in or not, because even then when people were talking about that, people didn't like that. But I still trust that this is going to be a good season. It seems like it's going to be as gory, as violent, as crazy and unhinged as ever. You know what I mean? Especially with the way they showed off in the trailer, just all the stuff. It seems like we're going to get some interesting stuff. And I feel like I'm hoping to be thoroughly entertained. If this is just not good, I don't know what to do with myself.
I'm definitely interested in seeing how Captain America, whatever that guy's character is,
Soldier Boy.
Yeah, how he's gonna be.
How he's gonna.
I don't. You didn't see Winter Soldier, did you? Falcon.
I didn't see Winter Soldier.
The TV series. Oh man. Okay, so in the trailer, you know the scene where he's like on top of somebody and like smacking his head in with the shield. They did that in the Winter Soldier show. Of course, less violent, but so it's head. I mean, like I could see the the same traits as Captain America, especially when he comes out of that like chamber thing. So it's like, oh, I see what they're doing. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, he is kind of a spoof on Captain America, but I don't know, I'm a little hypey for it. It seems like we're going to be getting a lot of. I think it's going to really be Homelander focused. I think that's what it is. I don't know I don't think we're getting like a redemption arc or anything like that. I think we're just going to straight up see like kill this guy already, man.
Yeah,
like
get
this guy out of here.
Especially because what happened in real life.
Yeah.
Which so it's probably just me, but when I was watching the trailer and like you see into his crazy eyes, I was like, yeah, he's crazy in real life. Yeah, it's like he's crazy in real life.
Okay, you have to be a little unhinged to play a character like that. I feel like like. I mean, you have to be a little unhinged to work on a show like
maybe
this.
It's just method acting. We don't know.
Yeah, we need what's his name, Ezra Miller, to do some method acting for the Flash. So he stops getting in trouble. Yeah, like my goodness, dude, he's just a menace in Hawaii, dude. Why is he even in Hawaii? Does he live there?
I don't know.
Is he just there for kicks? Or?
Yeah, literally kicks.
I don't know, man.
Literally. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. We probably shouldn't talk about that, but like he needs help.
Yeah, I mean he's probably under a lot of stress and all that stuff, and so I get.
I mean, when he was arrested, he was like, "Oh yeah, I spit on people for NFT art or something like that." When he was arrested, he was walking to a police car. I was like, "This guy needs help." I don't know.
No, definitely he does need help. I mean, it doesn't excuse you being a bad person, but like I don't know what's going on. If he's just gone crazy,
arrest him,
or if he's just wants to be like that, or if he's under some sort of psychological distress or whatever. But like definitely he needs something. I don't know what this means for the Flash moving forward.
It's still TBD.
It just because. We have basically Aquaman. Who would have thought, right? Aquaman, right? Would have been the last man standing, I
mean, we got The Rock.
Wonder Woman.
I'm telling you, The Rock is the saving grace of DC, unless it sucks, of course. He's the last, good guy.
Yeah, dude, honestly, when Black Bolt, yeah.
Wait. Adam.
Black Adam, yeah, well.
Wrong sorry, man. Or something.
Sorry, still on Doctors, I was going to say Dr. Seuss, Doctor Strange, man.
What are you on, buddy?
I'm just a mess right now. Yeah, but so that movie, if it's not that good, I don't know what to say, man. I think DC is kind of dead, but it seems like they're kind of changing things around. They axed the CW shows.
Good.
They should have done that a couple years ago, especially like the Flash TV show. A lot of people were saying just to get the Grant Gustin?
Yeah, I'm okay with that, to be honest. I would have.
And they just make him the main Flash. I don't mind that. I mean, he's been doing it for years.
Just don't make it so emotional.
I prefer they get a new guy. Yeah, I prefer they just get a new guy and just start over. I don't know, man. It's kind of a mess. It's just the whole thing's a mess. I don't know what's going on anymore, dude, with DC. It's
a DC curse.
We got Warner Brother Games ruining Gotham or Arkham, the Arkham series with Gotham Knights. We're still worried about Suicide Squad, about what it means and all that. I haven't been following that game that much just because it's just. I don't know. It's just.
They probably saw Gotham Knights and they're like, "Wait a minute, this is bad." But Gotham's like, "No, don't worry, it's fine."
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I just want to play some Warzone and get yelled at by some 12-year-old kids.
There we go.
Any final thoughts, Fen?
No, what a depressing gaming news week.
Yeah, it's not
Nothing positive this week happened.
Yeah, Fall Guys going free to play. I guess. I mean, I'm not sure if you're screwed if you had it on Steam, but if you didn't,
I feel like I'm screwed because I bought it on Steam.
Multiversus seems like it might be good. It has some potential. We'll see though. But
Gotham Knights coming to your phones. 100% watch.
You're gonna have what? You don't have a phone? None of you guys got phones?
Your brother says that. Everyone has phones. Free to play.
Okay.
But pay to win. That's how they introduce.
Oh man, so you're gonna end up playing that, huh? You're gonna be playing Diablo, but I don't know, man.
Unless it's pay to win.
You should play that. You should stream that.
I will. I talked to Robbie about this because he was over yesterday, and I was like, because he plays Diablo 2, and I was like, "Are you gonna play Diablo Immortal?" He's like, "Yeah, I will, but if it's pay to win, he's not gonna play." And I was like, "I agree." And I haven't really
so it's gonna be free to play though, right?
Yeah, they haven't said. I think so. Actually,
I mean, assuming it's going mobile, it's going to go free to play.
Free.
No one ever pays money for
that's right. Yeah,
free, like a mobile game.
But pay to win is going to be scary because, like, if they bring back the auction house or something, I mean, it was fun, but rich people are going to have a good time, and I ain't rich, so I won't have a good time. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. But if you do want to check out our content, though, when we're streaming that, Diablo or Warzone, whatever, we do have a Twitch, twitch.tv/PassThePopCulture. Come check us out. Have a good time. Talk about games, talk about movies, talk about Marvel, DC, whatever you want to talk about, gaming related or whatever. Pop culture, we're just down. It's chill vibes. But yeah. I think we'll kind of move over to Warzone, but just if you want to know when we are going live, though, we usually send out a little tweet, a little Instagram story. We are Past the Pop Culture, pretty much on everything, Twitter, of course, everything. YouTube. If you're listening, if you're out listening on YouTube, we'd very much appreciate a thumbs up, a little comment or something, being like, "Hey guys, I like your content," or if you disagree with something we said, let us know. Give us your thoughts.
Yep.
Share. And I think that's pretty much it. I think we'll sign off now. Let's play some Warzone.
Woo!